Love to travel, but hate the stress of planning and logistics? I got you. I'm here to help you navigate your adventures with smart tips and critical insights so you can travel stress free, informed, and prepared. Let's make your trip smoother and way more enjoyable. If you are new here, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine, the course creator of all things travel. Today's course is about effortless escapes. So, whenever you're traveling, it's important to think about questions such as where do I want to go? Are ride sharing services available? When is the cheapest time to get there? Your important questions to you will be totally different. Just think about what's important to you and your goal for your trip. So the first section we'll start off with is flights. Now, I usually always use Google Flights to find my flights. I don't get my flights until the latest, maybe 3 or 4 months in advance. If you are booking your flights, let's say months and months, or maybe a year or more in advance, Skyscanner is really helpful because you can set up updates and alerts to let you know whenever the price goes up and down. Just make sure you don't wait too long because the prices do increase once that travel date does come sooner. Also, whenever you are getting your flights, make sure you get the airline apps. An airline map, you want that for every airline you're going to be flying on, just in case there's any kind of updates or changes, delays, gate changes. The app will alert you of any changes. I also suggest if you are an international traveler to get Global Entry. Now, Global Entry is like TSA PreCheck for international travelers. Also, Global Entry does include TSA PreCheck. So whenever you leave the country and come back, you usually see two lines: one regular customs line and a Global Entry line. There's rarely ever line for the Global Entry line. Basically, you go through this line and you'll see a kiosk. It looks like an ATM machine, and you just stand in front of it and take your picture. And as you're passing up the TSA security person, she or he will ask you if you have anything to declare. You just answer the question and keep it moving. Also, make sure whenever you are buying your tickets online, you enter your known traveler number. This will be located on the top left-hand corner, I believe, of your Global Entry card. If you do not enter that traveler number, make sure you enter it whenever you are at the airport printing up your physical ticket. I've made a mistake once where I forgot to enter my known traveler number at the kiosk, and I tried to reprint my ticket, and it wouldn't allow me to reprint my ticket with TSA PreCheck. So even if you do have the Global Entry card in your possession and you show them your card, that's not good enough. They want to see TSA PreCheck on your printed boarding pass. Next section is lodging. Now, whenever you are looking for your lodging, whether it be a hostel, Airbnb, hotel, Vrbo, you name it, think about what you want to be close to your housing. Let's say you want to be near restaurants or grocery stores, public transport, or beaches, or maybe some tourist attractions. Make sure whenever you are booking your lodging, you're not only focusing on the price, but you're focusing on what's near your area, as well as, let's say you're getting an Airbnb, let's say you're getting a hotel and you want to make sure that hotel has certain amenities, such as, let's say you want free Wi-Fi. You may want a pool or airport shuttle, or let's say concierge services or free breakfast. But just in case you are planning to rent a car, think about the hotel you stay in. If you do stay in a hotel, do they charge for parking? Is there valet parking? If you're renting a car, how much does it cost per gallon for gas? Think about the signage on the road, as well as if you are renting a car and the state country you're going to does not recognize your driver's license from your country, you may need to get an international driver's permit, and that's through AAA. So just think about all those amenities that you would need for your hotel or for your Airbnb, as well as what do you want to be in the immediate area. Next section is my favorite, which is itineraries. Now, I absolutely love Get Your Guide. I have used Viator as well. And Airbnb experiences, I have not used that, but I heard many good things. With Get Your Guide and Viator, I noticed that they're experiences are very similar. They can be differences in prices, but not a very big difference. The one difference I've noticed with Viator is that some of their experiences are a two-person minimum. So there's been experiences that I wanted to purchase but have not bought because it's a two-person minimum. Also, Get Your Guide and Viator both have apps. The Get Your Guide app, just make sure whenever you are getting a tour or experience with Get Your Guide, most times the tour guides want to see confirmation of that purchase. Sometimes they'll ask to see it on your phone and they'll scan a little barcode that's on that experience. And just make sure that whenever you are getting your experience, you read the reviews very well, look at the payments, how much the pricing costs. Sometimes it's a different price if you want to add transportation services, and also look at the cancellation options. If you are getting an experience with transportation, make sure you confirm what areas they will pick you up. Sometimes it's only certain areas or distances from where the experience will be. Sometimes it's only certain hotels. Make sure you confirm that with the tour guide. Also, confirm if you need to get your passport and driver's license present for the tour, and make sure your clothing is accommodating to your adventure. And most of these tour guides have WhatsApp numbers. It's very common in other countries using WhatsApp. And always, 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 if there's an app, uh, get the app for that experience. And also, if you just want to have it printed out to confirm that you bought the experience, that's also doable as well. And one last tip regarding your itinerary and experiences. For let's say, for example, your last experience is, let's say, at 5 p.m. on a Friday, and you leave at 5 p.m. on a Saturday. If your experience at 5 p.m. on a Friday is, let's say, snorkeling, you won't have time or you won't be available to your phone to check into your flight for the next day. Because sometimes some of these airlines want you to not only check into your flight 24 hours, but they want you to scan your passport as well. So just be mindful of making sure that your experience is not too involved to where you don't have time to check into your flight the next day. And last but not least, packing. Now, for packing, I like to make sure that I always pack things I don't need, not to pack things I don't need. So for example, don't bring your office keys or desk keys or mailbox keys or let's say a cards you won't use, like your gym card or library card. If something happens where you lose these keys or cards, you don't want to have these extra lost items you need to come back home to replace. So whatever you don't need that's in your wallet or your purse, leave it at home. Regarding your personal bag, make sure your personal bag has everything that's necessary for your life to get to your new location, like your passport, your credit cards, debit cards, foreign currency, driver's license, medications, phone bank, travel adapters. Because if you were to, let's say, bring on a carry-on bag and they run out of space in overhead bins, you have to have your carry-on bag checked. And if something happens to where your carry-on bag is checked and it doesn't meet with you in your next location whenever you arrive, then you're SOL. So always make sure that your personal bag has the most important things in it. And that concludes our lesson for today. Thank you so very much for your support. And also, thank you for watching. And please like the video and add your 2 cents and comments below.